These tourists were accused of damaging historic landmarks. In August of 2024, after a 4-month investigation, 2 men accused of destroying an ancient rock formation faced federal charges. Videos showed them wrestling protected boulders free until they tumbled down the cliff, crashing into the ravine. It all happened in front of one of their daughters. The rock formation was inside the Lake Mead National Recreation Area outside Las Vegas, where it stood for over 140 million years. The men were charged with injury and depredations of government property and aiding and abetting. Park officials say the damage is permanent. Both men pled not guilty. If convicted, they face 10 years in prison. In a similar incident from 2016, the search was on for guys who toppled an iconic rock formation that was millions of years old. The act of vandalism was caught on video by 2 men flying a drone nearby.
I don't know how much the rock weighs, but this huge rock. And then you see in my footage, that they just toppled the rock over.
When David Kalis confronted them, they claimed the rock formation was a safety hazard.
For them to have the intentions of just knocking over the rock for the sole purpose of being vandals just makes me upset.
After the incident, the formation was a heap of rocks.
Serious, man?
In June of 2023, a tourist was scolded for reportedly etching on the walls of the Colosseum in Rome. The culprit smiled at his handiwork, but no one else seemed to think it was funny. One person shared their disappointment with CBS News.
I understand that some of them want to leave their mark, but we believe that things should be preserved as they were.
I really get angry with them.
It helps us learn from the past. I just don't think it's right.
In 2016, Crater Lake, one of our nation's national parks, was vandalized by Casey Knockett from New York City. She also vandalized several other national parks and shared pics on social media. Inside Edition's Ann Mercogliano explained.
Casey Knockett has now pleaded guilty to vandalizing 7 different national parks during a 2-week hiking vacation. She was tracked down after posting photos of her so-called artwork on social media for all the world to see.
When an Instagram user told her it would be difficult to wipe off the rock, she replied, "I know, I'm a bad person." A federal judge banned Knockett from all national parks and federal lands, which is 1/5 of the United States. The ban lasted for 2 years.
Any American who stands in those beautiful places will be equally angry about this. I mean, it's something that every American feels very close to, and she has thrown that in everybody's face.
In 2023, a Canadian teen used his fingernails to scratch his name into a wooden pillar at a Buddhist temple in Japan. Julian apparently wanted to leave his mark at the Toshadaiji Kondo Temple on the outskirts of Nara. The landmark is registered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The temple's chief administrator called it a very sad incident, and now signs have been posted in Japanese and in English warning others not to damage the temple. Reports say the teen was questioned by authorities on suspicion of violating the Cultural Properties Protection Law. In November of 2024, Japan's Tokyo Metropolitan Police arrested a 65-year-old American man on suspicion of property damage. Security footage at the Meiji Jingu Shrine led authorities to this tourist's hotel room to apprehend him. Police say the suspect admitted to using his fingernails to carve the initials of his family members into a wooden pillar at the over 100-year-old Shinto shrine. The shrine is a sacred and often tourist-filled location in the heart of Tokyo. It's the site of many religious rites throughout the year. The shrine's website has a section on etiquette for visitors, where the first rule is, please preserve the dignity of this sacred place. Under Japan's Cultural Property Protection Law, the American suspect could face up to 5 years in prison or a fine of up to 1 million yen or about $6,500 US. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.